What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the SAM Challenge. We're going to be comparing our traditional manual pumping, things that we all came up on, and the new SAM system. So first thing he's going to be doing is opening up his first pre-connect, whatever that PSI is going to be. My department, it's 95 PSI. So he's going to be opening up his tank to pump. Then he's going to be setting that first pre-connect. Now he's going to simulate bringing a tool out. My department sometimes, or most of the time, our driver engineers are not only responsible for making sure that we get water on those hoses, but also bringing out some of the beginning tools that we're going to need. For this, it's a fan. It's just a good way to simulate a tool. He walks it out, and notice the nice slow walking fashion. He's a battalion chief, so he follows those rules perfectly every single time. So now that he's brought that tool in and out, simulated that, we're going to open up that second line. So remember, as you're opening up the additional lines, we got to make sure we regulate those pressures properly. All right, so we got to either bring up the governor or bring up the speed of your PTO. He's got it set. Now we're going to go out because we're pumping out a lot of water. So depending on the tank size, these things are 175 gallons per minute. You're going to run out of water real fast. So we got to simulate hitting the hydrant. So he simulates hitting that hydrant. Once the hydrant's open, then he's going to come over, open up his intake, bleed it out appropriately, make sure we don't get any air inside of that pump. Once he's opening it up, now we need to go back to that pump panel, and we need to set those pressures again. Obviously, we need to start refilling our tank, which is going to mess with the pressures of our two lines. Once we've done that, filling that tank appropriately, got to get that water back in there, close that tank to pump. Now that he's brought those pressures back down, we're going to go out and get another tool. So we're going to walk our way out there, and in this one we're going to simulate bringing out some foam, because you never know where you're going to need the foam. So he walks that foam all the way out there in a nice controlled manner, really thinking about the mustache that he's grown over the last 30 years of his life. Oh, they didn't need the foam. He's got to bring it right back. And as he sets this down, we are going to get that time. Let's go, Gary! 53 seconds on the pump panel. That is the pump time that we're looking at. And now we're going to compare that to the SAM system. All right, guys, welcome to the SAM system side of this. He just put the truck in pump. And what's great about this is now he walks over and just grabs his tool. Why? Because the nozzleman is the one that charges that nozzle. So he doesn't even have to do that. Your nozzleman extends the line, they flake it out, they get to the front door, they charge it themselves so he can focus on other things that are going on in the fire grounds. Then after he's getting his tool set, now he can go on the side that the fire scene is on so we can see what's going on. So he opens up his second line, the SAM system automatically regulates it. Then he slides it for the hydrants. So he opens up the hydrant, walks over, he opens the hydrant, he catches the hydrant from there, catches the plug, and this automatically opens the intake for the hydrant, starts filling the tank, auto-regulates all of the pressures itself so he can focus on everything else that's going on. Now he walks over and he gets his wonderful foam buckets, walks it over, thinks about all the things that he's done in his life, the glorious career that he's had, and as he walks it back, he realizes that he probably spent 11 seconds on the pump panel total. And what was that pump time? 10 seconds. So there you go, guys. Guys and girls, SAM system, saving seconds, keeping people safer, truly changing the way that we work in the fire service, and honestly, can be the difference between life and death. It's a great system.